You see Avenger 1 in that, he's just locked in right now. And as you can see, if you're seeing that bubble on the screen, that is a Toby ghost. So it's just tracking their eyes, and they're able to use that head, the Toby eye tracker to pretty much check where they're looking at, and then use their head and eye tracker to be able to move and look forward while they're turning. But here we go, Avenger 1 being very calm here, getting some damage here, you know, towards, he's targeting currently the blade right now, which is gonna be Comet 15. But Meyer already getting some big damage in. Leezebee doing a great job putting in some damage herself. It's looking good. What are your thoughts here, Meyer?
Yeah, Comet 15 doing some corkscrews here, trying to avoid the fire, but not getting out of the way in time. Avenger 1 just locking that beat. Comet 15 in the blade, no shields. The entire hull is entirely red, and it looks like in the next pass or two, Crucian here, we might just see ourselves lose our first ship of this encounter here. Comet 15 now 1 kilometer out. Avenger 1 making sure to hold onto their fire here, just poking, keeping their shields down with a probe, but not committing to draining their capacitor, because if they do that, then of course they're going to be in a bad position when they come into this next pass. There we go. Their shields are back up, but their teammates are right behind them, Crucian. We're so close to the simulation edge now, they have to be careful. They have 40 seconds to either seal the deal or get back inside.
Yep, right now you see, I mean, it's been great so far. I'd love to see, I've been looking at just Leezebee the entire time, just putting in the work, putting in that damage, because, hey, backing up her teammate in a fantastic way. And you see Avenger 1 putting in that damage versus that blade. I think that is going to be their target, because they know that Comet 15 is the danger currently. But Comet doing a great job of power management right now. You know, got that power on shields, and then once he has that shields back up, he puts it down to that thrusters and then get that maneuverability going and boost out of the way. But Bogdanovich, you can't keep him out. Right now doing some incredible damage here in that Hornet, just putting in the work and going after Leezebee right now, Mike.
That's right, Hornet on Ghost here. You can see all that juicy hull damage being taken out of that Hornet there, and in a few more shots there, it's going to be taken out, and there it goes.
Wow, right now, Bognog is putting in that work, taking out Leezebee, and down goes that Hornet. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. Can Avenger 1 bring this to life for their team? So that way they're up 1-0, but let's see what happens, because 2v1, it is very hard here. Bognog is doing a great job staying on target. Look at that damage, going all in, getting those shields down right now, and Comet doing a great job maneuvering out with that damage that he has. Meyer, it's looking good for Team Space Stats.
It's looking incredible for Space Stats right now. It's going to be very difficult indeed for Comet to come back from this at all, because they took so much damage in that first encounter. But as you can see here, well, they're going to try regardless here. They're going toe-to-toe against Avenger 1. They haven't opened any fire here. They're doing some corkscrew action here. Avenger 1 is as well avoiding shots here, not conceding any shield capacity as they make their approach here. They got 2-on-1 here. The other teammate just has to make sure that they get that flat side, that pancake, that cross-sectional advantage here. And it looks like, well, they're off again. Now this again is one of the advantages of being able to fight and fly in space, is that you can pull off and you can pull away and you can stay alive, especially in these scenarios here where, you know, like, you don't want to just die if you don't have the chance to. But it's one of those things, though, Crucian, that eventually with Master Mode, it's going to be much, much more difficult to pull off.
Yep, 100% right now. Great maneuverability. You're going to see a lot of that jousting that people talk about, but you see Avenger 1 taking a lot of damage there. Shields are almost down. He has those powered weapons, and shields are currently down, so they need to take advantage. Team Space that needs to take advantage and bring down Avenger 1. Now you see that wing currently red. You see Bognog is putting in that work, getting that damage on target, doing a great job. Comet taking to Avenger 1 very tight. This could be it. This could be the moment where this Gladius goes down, and hopefully Space can go up 1-0, Meyer.
The Gladius does indeed have a lot of pressure on both sides right now, and with that, Comet 15 is taken out here.
Wow. Wow, Comet 15 going down. That puts a 1v1. Avenger 1 versus Bognagus. This is a dangerous situation, but you see Avenger 1, he doesn't have that right wing, so he needs to be able, if you pull this off, this is going to be an incredible moment here for Team Be Avenged.
Team Be Avenged indeed. And of course, Avenger 1 has to live up to his name and avenge his teammate here. As you can see, the Gladius is just on top, getting that pancake, that cross-sectional advantage, almost seizing it right there.
Man, that is some hard tricording, trying to get in his vision, that cone that he has. Maneuverability in for Avenger 1 right now is absolutely insane. He can't even get his pip on him. He needs to be able to merge properly, and there we go. Bagnaga's getting that damage in. Is this his moment? Shields are still up, though, for Avenger 1. This is going to be very, very dangerous. Remember, this Hornet is tanky, so it's not going to go down so easily. Let's see what happens here, Meyer.
Yo, I mean, did you see that amazing cone aversion there from Avenger 1, just staying out of that front of the Hornet that entire time, laying down the damage, about 700 to 800 points of damage that entire time. That was some awesome flying there. Bognogs had to pull away to get their shields back. Here it goes now for that next pass. Their shields are back down again. Avenger 1 is going to try and maneuver around and just do some more damage. Again, that Hornet is tanky, but you can see. There we go!
Right there! Avenger 1 taking down Bognogs, putting Team B Avenged. Oh my Lanta! Oh my Lanta! What a matchup there!
And with a busted stick, Shuang's stick also, but a busted stick nonetheless.
Oh man, that is tough. Yep, we're in the next matchup, Meyer. I'll let you take it away.
All right, here we are once again at SPK to do our second game of this head-to-head action between B Avenge and Space Dads. And I guess, you know, like to step in and steal Cronzy's thunder there about what wowed me. I mean, like, it is very, very difficult in this game to be able to merge speeds the way that Avenger 1 was able to do so, especially with that pitch, your disadvantage he has at the very end of that too. Just being able to stay out of that cone of damage and destruction of the Hornet and lay down that damage was just something to see. If it happens to you, I mean, like, if that's those cinematic moments, that's like what's happening right now with their wingman, but the guy is somebody trying to shoot you, yet you're still gliding around them like your buddies. It's the best thing. But here we are, they're 6 kilometers out, Crucian, and we're about to start this next fight.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the first time I see this Space Station Korea map in Arena Commander. Obviously, we've been, you know, battling each other in Space Station Korea for a long time.
That's right.
2.63
That's
days.
where it started.
But all I'm saying is that matchup was great. But I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to go 1-1. I think Bognogas and Comet are going to bring it as much as possible. I think it's going to be tied here going into match 3.
Well, I guess only time will tell, Crucian, as we've already started and we're down to our second turn of this fight already.
Yep, right now, as you can see, Avenger 1 just trying to get that perfect merge, and he's going to be able to put that, lead pip on there. But look at Leezebee just trying to get in position here, trying to back up Avenger 1, doing a great job, and just firing off here, doing some good work, man. I'm loving to seeing this right now. You got Comet just trying to maneuver out of the way. You got that power to thrusters. Man, Meyer, teams are looking good. I think they're being a little bit more careful.
Oh, I mean, look at that Hornet, though. They have no idea that that Gladius is directly on top of them. Their Avenger 1 just taking the entire pancake home with them, man. Maple syrup and all. Look at that. 400 points of damage already on that Hornet.
Yeah, they need to be able to back off. Comet's coming in, trying to back up his partner, trying to, re-merge onto who's getting that damage. But Bognaga's doing a great job. Shields are not up yet, so if Bognaga is able to maneuver out of the way, he's going to be able to get those shields back up, and he should be safe here. So, very good job by Comet to defend his partner, and they'll be able to hopefully regroup, re-merge, and hopefully get some damage in versus Team B Avenged.
That's right. It was a great first pass, and it looks like everybody managed to disengage as well. But if we go back to Avenger 1's perspective, or maybe even Bognogs is there, you can see the Bog's Hornet there has taken some considerable damage there. It's below 25% hull integrity there in the core, and so that means that, you know, a few more shots there, even though it is a Hornet, will take this thing out. So they have to be very careful there now. Of course, Team B Avenger are going to maybe want to try and focus on the Hornet, even though the Hornet is kind of that tether ship. It's the heavier one, that has the most HP. You don't really want to focus unless, of course, you have that target out there, because in that team, in that pairing, they have something a bit faster that can put out some more damage in a more annoying way. But here we go there. Avenger 1 doing some corkscrews here, getting on that flat side of the Hornet, and there it goes!
Team Bognogas going down in the Hornet, getting some great damage in there. Leezebee putting in the work. Avenger 1 doing a great job at getting those shields on quickly. And Comet 15, this is going to be up to you. Can you survive here? Can you put your team up 1-1 with this Spirit Blade? Let's see what happens next here, Meyer.
Yeah, Comet 15 is back on their lonesome here for this fight. 2v1 Crucian, which means, again, the way you fly, the way you fight is going to be a bit more different. You don't have to worry about staying too close to your wingman now. There's no protection. It's all about yourself, looking up for number 1. Not Avenger 1, mind you, but you have to keep your eye out for him too, because he hits most of his shots. But here we go. We're on the rim of this map here, Crucian, which means that we have to make sure we get back to the center. Now, this can be a bit dangerous. You can see here, Comet 15 is pushing that ship and his pilot to the limit here. You can see those G-forces just straighting the pilot, but he has to make sure he gets out of there in time. He can't be the last one out, otherwise they'll be waiting for him, PUBG style there with the ring. But here we go.
With PUBG with the ring.
Yeah, with the circle coming in. You know, like that's how the border works. You leave the border, you come back inside, you wait for them to come back inside.
Man, that's a wild reference.
Dude!
Hey, man, I'll take it. It's all good. All right, Cobra concentrating, doing a great job. So I love what Cobra's doing because he's trying to fly away to be in position, and I'm pretty sure right now he's trying to do his best and going after Avenger 1. Actually, no, he's actually putting in the work against Leezebee. Leezebee hull is red. You got that that tail end of the F7C Hornet actually red. So if Comet can concentrate here, take out Leezebee, it's going to go down to that 1v1 once again. But, man, this is going to be a very tight matchup. I think Comet needs to come up with a strategize very, very well to see how this ends up, Meyer.
That's right, putting a lot of 4Gs there on his pilot. You can see they're just almost pausing out, always on the cusp. They're doing some damage and pulling out as fast as possible, you know, abusing the fact that their ship, that light fighter, is a bit faster, again, than, of course, Avenger 1's Gladius, so they can always choose when they want to fight. But here we go, there was a bit of a merge here, and it looks like they're now head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It's going to be the Blade versus the Gladius here, and on paper, I feel as if that Blade should be able to outmaneuver the Gladius, but then again, you know, like speed and pitch and your velocity is one thing, but, you know, the pilot's skill and being able to use that ship to the best of your ability is one entire thing completely.
It's been a good matchup so far. I love the survivability of Comet 15. I feel like he's just stepping up on another level here versus Team Be Avenged, but hey, damage is coming out quick. He's just putting those Gs too much. Almost did a quick blackout, but hey, they know how to maneuver and go towards the other opposite direction to kind of cancel out those Gs, but doing a great job so far staying alive. Can he do a great job breaking down the shields of Leezebee and hopefully, you know, taking her out of there? But let's see what happens, because right now you see Comet 15 going full speed ahead against Avenger 1.
And we're back at the edge of the simulation again. People just don't like SPK, I guess, but here we go. It looks like they are committing here because, again, there are only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of this fight here, so something has to happen, and there it is.
Bro, here we go. Down goes Comet 15, unfortunately, but hey, man, great fight, good positioning. You know, big shout outs to them. But we have Team Be Avenged coming out on top. Avenger 1 and Leezebee doing a fantastic job winning that 2-0.
Another day at work, Avenger 1 just like, yes, that happened.
I know. Well, let's get back to the desk here and let's do a little fast.
There it is. Right on you. You ready? Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have our fight ready to go. So let's get into it, where we have Team Be Avenged versus Team Wen. Are you ready for this one, Meyer?
I am ready indeed, Crucian. Let's go.
All right, let's get it going here. We see, as you guys can see up top on the screen, we got Detox on that top left, floor mat bottom left. We got, we need to change the names on those, please. And then we have Leezebee top right and Avenger 1 bottom right. Meyer, I'll let you take that first pass right now.
All right, so speaking of first pass, our pilots are flying in, and that was, I was going to say that was almost a collision, but it looks like Zero State dodged Gabs, only for Gabs to hit the floor mat. And now it is a 1v1 between Zero State and Avenger 1.
Wow, right now, that is unfortunate. I mean, that's not how that first pass wanted to go. That was a tough one. Avenger 1 is going to have, I mean, obviously he has done this a lot more, but I'm not going to count out Zero State. I think Zero State has that strategy, that mind to come out with this win on top. 1v1, putting up Team Wen 1-0.
That's right, Crucian. Less of a pass, more of a straight-up meet. But here we go. We've got ourselves a Glaive versus this Anvil Hornet F7C. They're now 2 clicks out. They're going to have to fly towards each other, see if which one comes in with the merge. I am so excited, Crucian, man. It's ridiculous. That was, I wasn't expecting that. Anyway.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of trying to strategize here to see how Zero State can angle himself and be able to hopefully get some shots in Avenger 1. He is way too experienced. You know what he's doing. Shots are going in. Avenger 1 blacking out, tricording very hard. 0 Gs. He needs to go ahead and go against that. And there he goes. He's back in, and teams need to be able. That is dangerous because if you're blacking out by an asteroid, that can get you out, and maybe that's what Zero State wants to do, but let's see what happens here, Maya.
We've seen that before, Crucian, and again, you know, like G-Safe is off, and when these guys move their ships to the, you know, like to the edge of performance, and their players, in fact, as well, that can happen, and, well, you don't want it to, because otherwise that's you out of the game. Here we go, though, with this next pass, so Crucian.
Yeah, right now, and I'm actually surprised because we're seeing Avenger 1, I believe he's using the blade right now, so that's awesome to see, and obviously we got Zero State, his hull is red, getting those hits on that cockpit. Avenger 1 doing a great job just merging into that positioning, getting those hits very, very well. Shields are down for Zero State right now, and that left thruster's going down, man. This might be 9-9 for Zero State.
That's right, Avenger 1 now there it is!
Well, there it goes. Unfortunately, Leezebee and New Cabbage, you know, dropping against each other, but here we go. We're going to go directly into this match number 2, but Avenger 1 just way too of a tough opponent, putting in that practice every single day, being better 1%, and here we go into match number 2, Meyer.
That's right, a bit of a chess game, you know, initially trying to like get the advantage, but once Avenger 1 once those shields were down, it was seconds until he claimed that kill.
Yeah, I love seeing New Cabbage in the Glaive as well. The Glaive has been very popular throughout the tournament, so nice to see it paired up, you know, with the F7C Hornet. But let's see what's going to happen here. I don't want to see collision anymore. I want to see Leezebee, you know, get the position she wants and put in that work versus taking down, hopefully, where they're going to be going after New Cabbage if the positioning is right, Meyer.
That's right. Speaking of positioning now, they're right next to that terraformer, and so it's not just collisions with each other they have to keep in mind. But here we go, and again, you know what's interesting is the fact that Avenger 1 is using the Glaive, which is kind of like the Vandal's equivalent of a Hornet, so we have 2 heavy hitters this time around, Crucian.
Yes, I'm really liking the blade, the blade that he's maneuvering right now. Doing a the glaive that he's maneuvering right now, doing a very good job. But I like this mirror match. This mirror match is going to be very tough here, and I see already Zero State putting in some damage, putting in some work versus Leezebee. Leezebee right now, that hull is red, almost going down. New Cabbage needs to get some hits in, and Leezebee trying to move that power management thrusters, and boom goes Leezebee. Unfortunately, very good job by Zero State and New Cabbage to pick her off, and now it just leaves Avenger 1 to hopefully tie this game 1-1, Meyer.
That's right, Crucian. Chaff came out just a little bit too late. Had she used another one, maybe perhaps she could have stayed alive a little bit longer for her teammate to come and help. But now it is 2v1, Crucian, and well, we'll see how it goes here as Zero State and New Cabbage now move on in to Avenger 1.
Yep, Avenger 1 looking for that position. I think he's going to try to do and probably go after New Cabbage and try to take him out. Here we go. There's this pass. There's the merge. There are the shots right on him, trying to get those shields out on that Glaive. Glaive has about 50% shields, and he needs to be able to power manage through those thrusters and get out of there as soon as possible. And here comes Zero State. He needs to back up his teammates so that way he doesn't go down and it goes back to a 1v1.
So Avenger 1 is in that Vandal blade. As you can see, they're doing some serious damage. This thing is nimble. It is a light fighter for the Vandal forces, and however, one thing that it does have that I think other ships of its size doesn't is, well, it's the squishiest ship of the lot. So he has to be very careful here and choose his engagements, you know, with precision here, especially when he's up against New Cabbage and Zero State, Crucian.
Yep, right now we still have them up. I believe they're trying to communicate here. Zero State and New Cabbage doing a great job at trying to you know, strategize and put themselves into position, because Avenger 1 is not an easy target. He is somebody that can strategize and also bring this to a win if he needs to. But let's see what happens. Trying to use those buildings to see if he can get a lock-in target and try to get those shots in and hopefully get those shields down. But any wrong movement can put Avenger 1 in danger versus in this 2v1 scenario.
That's right. Great strat there, using that terraformer in order to try and get them a bit closer and get them into a position that he wants to get them into. But now they're out in the open. It's that blade against the Glaive. They're 700 meters apart. That's when the damage is going to come through. Now the Glaive's shields are down. We'll see if Avenger 1 now is going to claim some points.
Yeah, right now that Glaive is taking a lot of damage, doing a great job staying in that knife fight. Didn't know.
There it
very
is.
Good merge. He needs to be able to keep shooting. He's about to get that kill. He needs to be able to
630.
Get it. Now New Cabbage needs
pause.
to get out of the way. His shields are still down. He needs to be able to put that power management and thrusters and get out of the way, because if he goes down, it's going to be that 1v1 that we don't want.
That's right. Now, if they had not moved away to get their shields back, that next pass would have spelled certain doom. So watch out for the shields of that Glaive there, because the second they're down, it's going away, Crucian. There we go.
Yeah, right now you see New Cabbage putting in some great damage.
Right on the top.
Maneuverability, right over the top of his cone. Doing a great damage here, doing some good damage. And Glaive is down. Here it goes. New Cabbage out of the way. It only leaves Avenger 1 versus Zero State. Will Zero State clutch it up and put his team 1-1?
That was some expert maneuvering there from Avenger 1. However, as you can see, Zero State was right there to take some crucial points away on that blade there, getting 400 points of damage. We'll see now if that was enough as they come through. It's Hornet versus Blade. The Blade is taking some damage. It's a squishier ship. The Hornet is a mega tank. We'll see how it goes in a second here, Crucian.
Avenger 1 using those 45s to perfection. That's how you can tell that these practices every single day are just completely paying off. Zero State just going very hard. I know he's putting in that work. He wants this win very badly. This is looking like it's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie, but I still believe that this can go to a game 3, and let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Indeed, there is a bit of a gap between them here. It's closing in shortly, and they had to fly through that terraformer beam. I think they were trying to bait them through it, but that's Avenger 1. He's not going to fall for it. And, well, we'll see how they merge into this next turn here, Crucian, because this could spell the end of the fight here for that Blade.
Yeah, right now, there goes Zero State getting some good damage in. You see that Avenger 1 has some power zones, but also he's going to try to stay around that cone of visibility in front of the Hornet, trying to do a good job of maneuver, but Zero State knows exactly how Avenger 1 plays. He's going to try to get as far away as possible and hopefully re-merge, but shields are down for Zero State. He's blacking out right now. This is not going well, but I think he should be able to stay alive a little longer.
That's right, Zero is in trouble. They're trying to return back into the field of play there, and it looks like they were able to get in without conceding any damage to Avenger 1. But as you can see there, Avenger was just so good at getting in there, merging into their trajectory, and getting about 200 points of damage before they had to go and turn back inside the fight there, Crucian.
Yep, Zero State doing a great job staying alive. He's doing a great maneuverability, trying to get into position and trying to see if he can get an angle, that chance, that position to put in that damage. Just remember as well that Hoarded Ballistics are gone, so he has 3 repeaters that he needs to count on and hopefully put that damage. Very good merge there by Zero State, getting in some good damage, but he blacked out there, and here comes Avenger 1, putting in that damage, getting himself into position, and very close to that Hornet cone.
Down.
Shields are down, and this is going to be it right here. Is this a moment where Avenger 1 takes it? Here we go. Team Be Avenged goes up 2-0 versus Team Win.
Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the stream on Twitch and here on YouTube. If it wasn't for folks like you, we couldn't do this. This event has been one of the, I guess you could say, one of the best experiences of my life. And I hope to continue making these experiences and to continue to go to every CitizenCon from this point forward. If you've known one thing on this channel, is that dedication and hard work over time is really the key to success when it comes to this stuff. Star Citizen is a very large and very complex game with all kinds of small nuances, including its bugs. And my job here is to help educate everyone who comes to this channel so that they too can one day fulfill their dreams of competing if they want to, or at the very least, being good in combat. Pyro is going to add an entirely different dynamic to Star Citizen, and whether people like it or not, the game is moving towards a much more risk-reward based model. So in order for you to keep yourself safe out in the universe, the best way to do that is to train, and to train hard, and to train the right way. If you'd like a discount on Tobii or Predator Mount products, please use the code Avenger1 for a 7 and 5% discounts depending on Tobii or Predator. Once again, thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel and everyone I met at CitizenCon. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't do this without you. My name is Avenger1, and I'll see you in the next video.